Hey guys, Happy New Year. I wanted to try a different kind of video today. I don't normally make New Year's resolutions, but I thought this would be a cool opportunity to kind of share with you guys my approach as a black belt on how to improve and to continue to improve in jiu-jitsu and grappling in general. New Year's resolutions, again, aren't really a thing that I typically do, but I am constantly thinking about what I want to improve in jiu-jitsu. So I figured, hey, why don't I just turn that into my goals for the year? While I literally need to work on everything in jiu-jitsu, just like I'm sure we all do, I have my main 4 things that I want to work on this year. My number 1 goal is to improve my wrestling or my stand-up game in general. Wrestling was my number 2 goal for last year, but after I tore my hamstring back in April, it took a back seat. But thankfully, now I'm back to 100%. I feel better than ever, and I'm really looking forward to putting wrestling back in the forefront. I actually already started helping out with a local high school wrestling team. Shout out Flynn. You've been on the channel a few times, so thank you, buddy. And I've been having a lot of fun. Specifically, what I want to work on are my takedowns and my ability to get back up off the floor when I want to. My number 2 goal for the year is going to be to continue working on my leg locks, but specifically more advanced leg lock offense. For the last 14 months, leg locks has been my main focus. I knew nothing pretty much before then. I used to go to gyms where, leg locks were the devil, so wasn't allowed to use them. So I've been really focusing on them since, basically I was a brown belt. Don't be like me, but it's where I'm at. Takedowns have become a huge part of my game, which is awesome. I feel like they've drastically changed my approach to jiu-jitsu, and it's opened up an entire new avenue of attacks and movement and creative expression through grappling. So I've been loving it. My goal for the year is to now push that even further and get into more advanced situations where I can really start putting my training partners in different dilemmas. Right now, I can get into cross-ashi. I can put somebody in a heel hook. I can finish these submissions, but now I want to put them in situations where it's like, do you want me to hit you with a heel hook here, or do you want me to take the back? Right? So just really setting up those dilemmas. My 3rd goal is general defense. I'm so proud of everyone at the gym. Everyone's getting so much better to the point where I'm actually starting to have to be a little defensive again. For the first 8 years of my jiu-jitsu journey, I would say like 80 or 90% of the time, I was playing defense. And really the only times I ever got to play offense is either when we were doing some kind of positional training and I was allowed to start on offense, or someone was just being nice. Or there was, obviously like an experience difference. It took me a while to really build up my offense. But that's really changed in the last few years. I've really gotten to work on my offense, and I haven't had to be as defensive because offense, if you're on offense, you're not really being defensive. I really need to start putting myself in those bad positions again. And then specifically, this kind of ties in with my first 2 goals of wrestling and leg locks, but I want to work on my takedown defense, and I want to work on my leg lock defense as well. Those are 2 areas that I really need to work on. My last goal, which is kind of a fun one, but it's always important to have, not that these aren't fun, but it's always important to have a fun goal in there or a fun thing that you're working on to keep jiu-jitsu fun, because it can get frustrating sometimes, is float passing. Float passing, honestly, it's really strong right now in jiu-jitsu and competition, but it just looks so much fun. Like, it looks so much fun. I've been trying it and experimenting with it. I haven't dove too deep into it, but it just straight up simple as that. I would just love to incorporate that into my game. It looks fun. And those are my New Year's resolutions for 2023, my grappling goals for the year. Comment below and let me know what you guys are going to be working on this year. I might try to take some baseline data later this month on how I'm performing in these different areas and have something to actually have some numbers and some data to look at later on in the year to see if I'm actually improving. I'll also be focusing on these resolutions when I'm reviewing my own rounds so I can help illuminate any areas of success that I'm having or any potential speed bumps that I'm having while trying to improve on these different aspects of my game. And as always, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Stop, Talk, and Roll.